What is up, guys? Back again for another video. Today's video I'm going to talk about why I think Titanfall 2 is the best shooter of all time. And this is my second time doing this because the last time I tried to do this, I just canceled the whole thing. So we are starting from scratch again, basically. So we're going to talk about some things about Titanfall 2, why I think it's the best shooter of all time, and kind of going over just everything about the game, what makes it so good, and why I cannot wait for Titanfall 3, and why this is going to be my new replacement for Call of Duty. This may be the next shooter game that I go professional in, and all that. Like, I've been playing Battlefield here and there, but I haven't really enjoyed it. But this game, even when I'm getting absolutely shit on, I'm actually still enjoying it, so that's always a plus. So, first off, if you guys want to play Titanfall 2, you can find it on PlayStation, PS4, PC, on all of them. And know for fact PS4, you can get EA Access, and that will be free to play Titanfall 2. I think it's like $10 a month or like $30 for a year. It's not that bad. I bought a year of it, so I have it. But I also bought Titanfall 2 when it first came out, so I own the full game. But it's a fantastic game, so I recommend going out and buying it. I'm not sure about PC or Xbox. I'm assuming it's probably like $50-$40 on them consoles, so it's not too bad. I know I know it was free for PS Plus owners as well as Xbox Live owners a couple months ago, I think. That's what I heard online anyway. I don't know because I already had the game, so I didn't really check. To everyone that's interested as well, there will be no spoilers. I will probably spoil the first story mission, but I won't spoil nothing else. So you don't have to worry about me like spoiling the campaign if you haven't played it yet. So to start off, Titanfall 2 came out in 2016, 3 years ago. So that's pretty wild. Maybe about 4 now, 4 years, 3 and a half, 4 years. This came out alongside Infinite Warfare and alongside Battlefield 1. So this game got dwarfed by Battlefield 1 and Infinite Warfare. Many may say that Infinite Warfare didn't do so hot, but the sales would prove to differ. Infinite Warfare sales were still very good. They were still excellent, and they really dwarfed this game. This game got pushed under the rug. This game didn't get much attention, but it did. That was the first year in a long time that I bought all 3 big games that came out that year. I bought Battlefield 1 when it at launch, I bought Infinite Warfare at launch, and I bought Titanfall 2 at launch. So I had all the big top 3 games. So Titanfall 2 didn't have really a good startup. It kind of got kind of forgotten about, and over the last couple of years, like the last 2 years, it has regained popularity. I know last year or beginning of this year, they hit a milestone of 80,000 concurrent players on Titanfall 2 servers. And at that point it was like 2.5, 3 years after the game launched. So it was doing pretty good. Alright. So, how the game works. We're going to go into the campaign later on in the video, but for right now we're going to talk about how the game works, how the PvP works, all that good stuff. So the PvP. This movement system is kind of like an Infinite Warfare / Halo-ish game. There is not a boost jump, but it's hard to describe. It's not an exosuit, but it's still a boost jump. So, and you'll see in this gameplay that I captured earlier this morning, that there's a boost to when you jump. But it's not an actual exosuit. You can't just jump 30 feet in the sky. You can't do none of that. You can wall run, and they also have other things in this game you can tell when you're playing. You can like attach yourself to the wall when you're aiming, and you'll stay stuck to the wall. These are all little things you can affect in your character to make you do that. The movement system is really smooth. There's not, even when you have bad Wi-Fi, it's still not too bad. I played this back when I lived in a area that had not that much good Wi-Fi, and I still reached the Prestige 1 in this game, so it was not that bad at all. So the kill time. This is something that I saw online that some people really don't understand. So in Titanfall 2, they do kill time weird. So it's not like normal Call of Duty, it's not normal like Battlefields where you land 7 shots and you kill someone. It goes out by just how many shots you can register and how you hit them. So if you'll see in this gameplay too, some certain areas where I shoot people don't do as much damage as other places. So the headshots in this game do actually affect the gameplay. If you hit a headshot in this game, it is 100% your kill, as long as you hit your rest of your shots. If you hit that first shot, or even second shot, or third shot as a headshot, and you hit the rest of them, you will get that kill. Headshots are a huge thing in this game, and a lot of times I'm playing this game, I'll go right for the headshots. I don't even waste time with bodies if I don't have to. Unless I'm guaranteed to kill, unless like I have a pistol out and I'm up close to someone. The RE45, which is a fully automatic pistol, is an absolute beast when it comes to just taking out high value targets up close. The Titan mechanics are very solid in this game. I know Titanfall 1, I didn't play Titanfall 1 personally, but I know people who have, and they said the Titans, or Titanfall 1, weren't the best. This game, they're really smooth. Getting in and out of them is a piece of cake. If you're getting shot at, you still have some decent HP. You're not completely helpless if you're in a Titan and you need to get out. They also have a panic button, which is basically head up on the D-pad. It'll let you tap square 3 times, and you can self-destruct the Titan and get out. So there's that. The weaponry is really smooth, and this is going to be something I'm going to say that probably a lot of people may or may not agree with, and also may not know, and that is Titanfall 2 had the most balanced of any shooter weaponry ever, ever. More than Halo, more than Call of Duty, more than Battlefield. It is just a very, very, very good game when it comes to balancing. No single weapon in this game will outgun anything. So every gun has an equal and fair shot of combat. I think the only things that are genuinely a disadvantage are the snipers and the grenade launchers. Which those two, they're not that good in general, so you don't know why you would use them. So there's no quickscoping in this game. Well, somewhat. If you get good enough with the snipers, you probably could pull off some pretty nasty quickscopes, but nothing like Call of Duty. So if you're not a big fan of quickscopes, this is the game for you, because you don't have to worry about that. The weapons. Now, this is, I guess, kind of one thing I would complain about, and I hope in Titanfall 3 they do, and that is give more customization, because there was not a lot of customization when it comes to attachments. So in Titanfall 2, you can only mess with attachment-wise is your reticles, your optics. Your rest of your stuff is you can have up to 2 perks, and then every gun when you get to the first generation, which in this called I think it's called in this game regeneration, which is basically prestiging. And when you get to the first regeneration, you will get a tracker on the side of your gun, which is a little fancy little object that sits on your gun that tells you how much score XP you've earned with that. Overall, the weaponry just feels really smooth. It does the most guns in this game have low recoil. There's a couple guns that have high recoil, like the R201 and the R101. I've noticed they both have really high recoil now. They didn't used to, but they do now. So that's pretty cool. Those guns were OP at the beginning of the game, so if you see people that talk shit about them, that is why. So there's another gun that used to be kind of OP, and I should notice it's not as OP as it used to be, and that is called the Hemlock. It is a 3 or 4 round burst, basically like the M8 from Call of Duty Black Ops 3 if you played that game. Same thing, basically. And it used to be just a 1 burst to the body. It didn't feel like that when I was playing earlier with it, so I don't think it's that way anymore, but I could be wrong. So the overall gameplay is really smooth. The leveling up system, that is something I want to talk about because it is a really, really, really confusing. So they don't do XP in this game, they do merits. So merits are these little discs that you earn through getting kills, leveling up guns, leveling up factions, leveling up your titans, and just basically leveling up in general. And doing challenges and that type of sort of stuff. Now these merits will be used to level your player level up. So as far as I know, level 50 is a level cap, and then it goes up to regeneration 100. So prestige max level 1. Prestige max would be like prestige 100, right around there. You can see right here in the game, but this is the Hemlock, and you can see it's still a decent gun, but it's not. From what I know, it didn't feel the same as it was. So that's how regeneration works. It's really confusing. It's hard to understand, but when you figure it out, you get the hang of it, and you'll fly through the ranks. You do earn advocate gifts. Now these are something that's new to Titanfall, not really many games, but as you're doing challenges, leveling up things, you'll get these things called advocate gifts. So basically like 1 item supply drops that will open up and they'll give you like a camo, a banner, an emblem, or a skin, all types of different things they can give you. So they're really cool. They're just ways to benefit you as a player if you're playing a lot. There's tons of different game modes. We have domination sort of type game modes. We have like this is I'm playing right here is like a TDM style mode with the Titans. Now, I personally love playing, I think it's like Attribution, which is like a Titans plus the pilots with all the little AIs. That's my personal favorite. You level up really fast in these modes, but if you're more of a Call of Duty style player and you want to play this solid Call of Duty style gameplay, you can do pilot versus pilots. And that's just you and other players. There's no AI, there's no Titans, none of that. They have a ranked mode, from what I understand. They also have these things called survival, which is in this game called Frontier Defense. It's basically survival from Call of Duty. It's pretty simple. You can level up really fast there too. So if you're trying to get your aim warmed up in the morning, if you didn't get on for a while, and or you're trying to get your sensitivities right, that's a perfect game mode to get your stuff ready to go. So there's that. The story, the first mission, like I said, I'll be spoiling. So if you don't want to watch you don't want to listen to the first mission, skip ahead probably about 3 to 4 minutes, and I should be done talking about them. So the first mission, you basically are a rifleman in the military. You spawn in to a conflict, and things go wrong. A Titan and his pilot come to your aid, and they actually hide your body. When other Titans come, enemy Titans, they overwhelm this one Titan, and beat it to obliteration, pretty much. And then the rest of the Titans leave after killing some more of the other pilots from other Titans. And you run over to the Titan that saved you. The pilot dies, but gives you full command of the Titan before he dies. So you're a pilot now. And that's basically what the campaign's about. You'll learn more as you play. So with that being said, that's pretty much the briefness. That's without me spoiling too much multiplayer. That's without me spoiling too much of the campaign. There's lots of things that you can learn in this game. I mean, just overall playing this game, you'll enjoy it. It's a phenomenal game overall. But with that being said, that's pretty much it. I will stick by this. Stick by this for the rest of my life. This is probably the best shooter of all time, unless another Titanfall comes out. To be honest, it's smooth. The servers are good. Players aren't too toxic. You never run into campers that often. You don't run into hardscopers that often. And you have kids that are really good at the game, but not too bad. But it's an amazing game, and yeah, thank you guys for watching, and yeah, I'll see you on the other side.